positive with Andrew, he has no idea what I'm going to say, is that when he likes something, he loves it so much and he gets so excited. And every time he uses it, he'll talk about how much he loves it. And he never has excess stuff that he doesn't use. He would never keep stuff he doesn't use, which is amazing. And I love his enthusiasm when he loves something. The negative side to that is I hate shopping with him so much.
Yeah.
So much. Like, I feel like we're bothering the salespeople. He'll read every label. He'll really try it. He'll go in the change room, try something on. He'll walk around, see how it fits.
Twice.
He'll return it twice. He'll start reading labels in the grocery store. So yeah, that's the negative.
It depends what mindset I'm in, but yeah, sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, this.
A positive aspect is he can't lie to me. Andrew is honest to a fault. Even trying to lie, he kind of gets awkward and twitchy, and he can't do it, even when it benefits him.
It doesn't feel good.
No. And in this day and age, like, having a partner that you're not worried is going to lie to you is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. If you have any questions or don't believe it, I don't know. I always find, like, the more I've learned in life, the more I realize that, yeah, I don't know. Like, if I know that I'm lying, I don't feel good. Yeah. If I don't know I'm lying, well then, why is I'm just ignorant.
The words also just don't really come out of your mouth.
Well, it's hard to force it, and then it's just like, can I just not lie? Yeah. Like, can I just tell you the truth, and then you just be okay?
A negative aspect of this is he can't lie to me.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not good.
It's a fine line. Like, you got to figure out where, in a way. I figured a lot out, but yeah, it's tough.
And if he says something that hurts my feelings, I often have to walk away and just ask myself, like, okay, is he wrong? He just said something to my face no one would ever say, but is he wrong? No. Like, if you say, hey, do you like this outfit? He'll be like, well, it's not as nice as the other one. Or I'm just making up an example, but
I've learned in a lot of those situations, it's like, okay, now it's okay to lie. Like, it's actually okay. Like you don't have to feel bad.
You still don't lie.
I don't know.
So I would call it a positive and a negative. A positive being that he's always listening to me. So he's very present when I'm talking, and if he isn't paying attention, he'll tell me to wait till he is paying attention, and I never feel like his mind is somewhere else when I'm talking to him. He's listening, which is fantastic. He's very present. A negative aspect to this is that he's really taking me literally, and he's always listening.
Well, sometimes now that I'm learning this too, it's like, yeah, don't. It's like, okay, try and half listen, or 3/4 or a quarter, because if I'm listening very intently, then I might start asking too many questions or take it literally, and then Michelle gets frustrated.
Well, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh.
I was going to say that if I say something that contradicts something I said a different day, he's going to throw it back in my face.
Well, yeah.
And he's going to be like, oh, I thought you weren't talking to that person. Or, oh, I thought you said you weren't going to do that anymore. And I might eat my words.
This isn't normal behavior?
No, you're always listening to like everything I say. And you're taking it very literally. So if I contradict myself from 7 days ago, you're going to point it out and be like, Michelle, you said this on January 12th.
I've done that. And like, it's like during the night too. I'm like, uh-oh. I don't know who she is.
Shut up.
That's the feeling. That's what the feeling feels like. I mean, like in those, like it's pretty intense in those moments. And then I have to be aware and think to myself, dude, it's all good. She just doesn't know. She's just, and then I'm very motivated to be like, hey, you said this tonight, but like last week you said that. Like, what's going on?
It's hard because he has a computer mind, so he wouldn't really say things to contradict himself. But I have emotions, and I do.
I don't know. I just feel like everyone's just shooting from the hip. No wonder people get hurt. That's all I got. Bye.
Andrew's on the autism spectrum, and anytime we move or go somewhere new, it takes him a really long time to nest and feel comfortable in that
It's like a couple
space.
week, couple
When
days.
you moved into my condo, you like changed the thermostat in the first week and didn't like how the lights were, and you changed the lights to like automatic in the closet.
Which she loves.
And yes,
The closet and the laundry room. You don't have to hit the switch every time, 30 times a day. Okay, it's like 15 times a day, but that's enough.
when we moved into the
Actually,
van, you didn't stop for 2 months fixing it and tweaking it till exactly how you liked it.
Oh. Yeah.
For you to feel comfortable, it takes a lot of work.
Well, it's just like there's a certain level. I don't know. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's like, well, just be happy with what you have. It's like, no, that's not like if what you have is really, really, really important. Well, then you want to make it yours, or something like that. I don't know.
Positive aspect to this is once he's done, he will feel happy every single day, and he'll flick on and he'll be like, "Man, I love this light switch.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I love this automatic thermostat.
Yeah, or
Ooh,
the
I
heater.
love this chair.
Look how the heater works so well.
The heater. And,
the heater in the vent.
And
the
he
diesel
won't
heater.
shut up. He'll be so happy.
The solar panels. That took weeks to get it right. Oh man.
So
yeah, we can't sell that van.
I have to have patience
a lot of work.
when he's nesting because I know that he won't feel comfortable until he's done all of his little tweaks.
Is that an autism thing?
I think it's an autism thing because I've only ever noticed it in you.
What do other people do?
I don't know. Maybe they could tell us.
Huh. Interesting.
Can you relate?
I hope.
This one's one of my favorites because it just came to mind. Yeah. So, a positive aspect is he can't tell when I'm mad at him. Like, I could be sitting beside you, raging mad on a whole plane ride home across the country, not looking at him because I'm fuming. And when we get home, he would be like, "You're mad at me?"
No, it's more like, "You were mad at me?"
Yeah.
And then like all of that those feelings that I wasn't feeling, they just hit me at once because I'm like, "Oh my God, you were mad at me this whole time?" Uh-oh.
Right. So there's a huge positive to this because normally people mirror you, and when you get upset, they kind of get upset that you're upset and situations can escalate. Whereas with Andrew, I feel like I can be raging mad and he doesn't even notice. So it kind of gives me time to diffuse, which is really nice.
Yeah. And when I do notice, it can be tough. I understand. But.
Right. So that's the positive. The negative is that he can't really read me. So if I am upset, I really have to be self-aware and use my words and explain it to him. And sometimes it can frustrate me because it won't be obvious to him why I'm upset. And I have to really break it down into words, which I've gotten better at, I think.
Andrew, I like a clean counter and this kettle to be full in the morning. Okay.
Instead of being like, "Hey, you're leaving the kitchen a mess all the time and it's pissing me off."
And then I just don't want to be here.
No, I just ask him for what I need. So there's a plus and a negative there. I have to use my words good. I have to use my words properly. That was funny.
Yeah.
I have to use my words properly. And I have to tell him how I'm feeling because he can't tell. I never have to wonder what Andrew's thinking because he'll tell me. Which is pretty great, with the exception of when he needs to connect to his emotions a little bit and he can't tell me right away.
Neither of us know.
Neither of us know. Nobody knows what he's
getting
thinking.
better.
But when something's on his mind, he'll tell me. Not a single day since I met him, when we were friends or the few years we've been dating, have I ever thought, "Oh, Andrew's hiding something from me," or "Andrew's acting like he's fine and he's not." He's extremely transparent.
If you feel that way, you just ask me.
Right.
Just want to make sure we're clear, like right now too. Yeah, because I hate that stuff.
Right.
Like that's like just time wasted, time you'll never get back. Unnecessary.
A negative aspect to this is he'll always tell you how he's feeling, which can be offensive sometimes, and people don't always take it the right way. Personally, I love this characteristic because I hate it when people are phony to my face when I know that I've upset them. I would much rather know that I upset you and have you tell me than act like we're okay and walk away and be upset. So that part's great. I've had to learn to not be embarrassed when Andrew's really honest with people because sometimes they're taken back. Like, did he actually just say that to my face? But what I love the most about Andrew is he would never say anything behind your back because he's just always being him.
It's hard. Yeah. I
Yeah.
really like want to tell people how I feel, but yeah, that's a hard thing to learn.
And when people are honest with him, he doesn't get insulted. Like if people say, "Hey, you upset me,"
Yeah, I mean,
he takes it really well.
people are being honest and genuine, and it's like that's how you feel. It's like, oh, okay. Like I can't just be like, wow, that like I mean,
Yeah.
unless they're like actually a bad person. It's like, oh, but even then you're like, oh yeah, you're a bad person. So like you say really mean shit. So then you just ignore them or try to.
Yeah. So I've gotten better
Really
at
mean
not getting
stuff.
embarrassed by these little moments. And sometimes it amuses me when people react to things Andrew says, like, did he just say that? Because he's being real. And it's great.